Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Get to Cincinnati 2, give you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment news, and inspirational quotes. So I've been wanting to do another motivational video for this week. So I've been thinking about it, and it's been on my mind for a very long time, and it's been on my mind for a while, and I wanted to be able to share with you guys this video, because I know when it comes to this topic, we all know really too well. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about how it's okay to set boundaries, and here's why, and I will give you guys some advice, some tips and some suggestions, and also those things will help me as well, because like I said, we all need boundaries, and it's okay to be for ourselves and have our personal space, because our mental health is important, and we should take the steps and do the work in order for us to live a very happy, carefree, and drama-free life. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So this quote, I will read this quote. It says, "You have to learn to say no without feeling guilty. Setting boundaries is healthy. You need to learn to respect and take care of yourself. LessonsLearnedInLife.com." So I love this quote because it's a perfect example of how I'm feeling and how I have felt for a long time. Now, I know when it comes to setting boundaries, it's very important for people to know when to, like I said, not overstep boundaries, and make sure that they communicate with people and people are on the same level and on the same page. No, we're not perfect when it comes to overstepping boundaries, but I know for one thing for sure, when it comes to people that have been through things in life, you have to really keep in mind, and that goes for me too, to learn how not to overdo it and learn not to be clingy, because being clingy at times, it does give off signs of just wanting to just be around people, always having this mental you have to be around people 24/7 to feel validated, or when people don't feel like being bothered, regardless of whatever reason it may be, you have to respect people for what they're feeling and how they're feeling. And feelings do matter, guys, because like I said, I have learned throughout the years to look at a person as a human being and do not push and put my opinions or push my beliefs onto them to make them feel like I'm trying to dictate them. And I do not have this entitled mentality, because I do not like people who have that, and they get on my nerves, and they really do. Like I said, I turn to a Super Saiyan, because those people are dangerous when they feel so entitled to other people when it comes to how they feel, what they're going through, and not trying to see them eye to eye and not try to work with them. And that's really also another reason why people shouldn't be able to sense and read the signs to people who do not value them as human beings, and also think that everything revolves around them, and they think the world revolves around them, and they have to really, it's almost like somebody's always pestering or always trying to put you down or always got something negative to say. And sometimes, like I said, you gotta put your foot down, say enough is enough. I don't care who it is. People do not deserve to feel like that they're worthless, or they do not deserve to feel like that anything that they do is not good enough, and they do not deserve the feeling of feeling worthless and shame and guilt. Which is why people need to realize that having a toxic mentality also shows your character, and also it shows what kind of person you are. And especially when you have some people, they do go out their way to have this narcissist mentality, and you have to be very careful with these kinds of people who they really are attracted to positive people when they're narcissists, and they're negative people when they have bad intentions. And especially when with people who have bad intentions, they gravitate towards people who are positive, who have a positive light, who have good character. They seem to be having a well-balanced life, and you have to be very careful with those kinds of people. It doesn't matter who it is, because I have studied and learned about narcissists and narcissism and toxic people, and there have been times in my life where I have really read between the lines, and I have encountered those kinds of people, because I know for myself that, those kinds of people exist. What you want to do is, if you feel the need that you do not want to be bothered, that you want to be alone, and especially if you want to cut people out your life, go ahead and do it. Or you distance yourself from people, go ahead and do it, because it's okay. Don't feel shame, don't feel guilt. Even when I was younger, I used to feel shame and guilt, because I always have wanted to have more of a balance. I would say a balance, and a more like a balanced and neutral lifestyle, where I can have my own opinions, where I can think for myself, be independent, gain control of my life. And it's okay for me to try different things and be an adventurer and just be a risk taker and a daredevil, because I have that in me. But for a long time I never thought that I had it in me, because like I said, there were things going on in my personal life that affected my self-esteem, my self-worth, and even, like I said, doubting myself, doubting my potential, doubting my greatness. But at the end of the day, we all are a work in progress. We are working, we are trying to build us from the ground up. And yes, it's going to get lonely. Yes, it's going to get dark. Yes, there are days you want to cry. Yes, there are days you want to scream, you get angry, yell, shout. It's okay to get in touch with these emotions and stay in tune with these emotions, because your feelings matter and you matter as a human being, period. And also, people who always have something negative to say, it could be anybody. That's why we must move in silence. And it's okay not to share your personal business with everyone. It's okay not to celebrate your success with everyone. It's okay not to share your future plans with everyone, because not everyone is going to be here for you. Not everyone is going to support you. And you're going to have people who are low-key haters, and that's just how it is. I always go by this song by my favorite artist of all time, Aaliyah. Listen to the song Loose Rap, because baby girl, she was talking some real stuff on this record. So I always play that record in my mind. I always think about, this record, a lyric from the record, because that gives me the strength and courage to say, you know what, if I see somebody trying to be funny acting, or they're trying to act like they're trying to rub their negativity on me, I'm just going to keep my distance. I'm going to stay away from that person, and I'm going to try not to let that person bring me down. I know that's the best way to do that. And also, sometimes with some people, you do have to let them know not to disrespect you, and you do have to let them know that enough is enough, and they cannot, keep, trying to push their ideas, or try to consume you, or try to make you feel like you can't do anything. Those kinds of people you gotta watch out for as well, because like I said, when it comes to people who have narcissistic mentalities, those are the people that will suck your energy. They're energy vampires. And definitely, one thing I've noticed nowadays, especially things that have been going on, I have a lot of compassion and I have a lot of empathy, and I try to live each day, one day at a time, and I try to be a better person, and I use my act of kindness as a way to uplift others, to empower others, to make people feel like they are valued, to make people feel like they are appreciated and know this. And like I said, I know it's not a walk in the park, but you gotta keep going. If you have any close friends, close relatives, close family members that do support you, you are blessed. Those are the people who are worthy of being in your life. Everyone else, they can go kick rocks. And also, do not be afraid to tell people how you feel, to express people how you feel. If you don't like something, don't bottle that stuff inside. And I understand, when it comes to not hurting other people's feelings because we're afraid of what they might say, or they might get mad or angry, but at the end of the day, we matter as well. So human beings matter, and we should be able to communicate in a healthy way. And if it's anything that a person that you feel is how they're treating you the wrong way, or you didn't like what they did, pull them to the side and let them know how you feel. Now listen, I'm not saying just go bat-ish crazy and curse them out, and some people you might want to do that. It's okay, because with some people they do deserve that, but you don't want to be confrontational. Just be polite, pull somebody to the side, say, hey, I don't like what you did, this hurt my feelings. And if you see that person trying to work with you and try to meet you halfway. That person is listening, they care, and they want to hear your perspective inside. And it's not like you're trying to make them feel like, oh, they did the worst thing in the world. You're trying to communicate with them something that they may not know of. If they're doing something that they're not aware of, you let them know. It's like, okay, cool. But if you're dealing with somebody that refuses your feelings, that don't want to work with you, that always think that everything's all about them and they're so entitled, well, do a bye Felicia. Do bye Felicia and keep it pushing. Because that way, it's like you can't make nobody respect you. You can't make nobody like you. But you gotta be careful that people, like I said, nowadays some people are very, undercover, low-key snakes and haters. And you gotta scope people out. You gotta read between the lines. And you cannot be afraid to set boundaries from people that, like I said, you feel that are a threat to your health, your mental health, and to your life. And also, it's okay to set boundaries from people that, like I said, it's not necessarily they did anything wrong, but you just want your personal space. You just want to have a long time for yourself so you can recharge and really get back into the swing of things. And listen, it's okay because we all have our bad days. There's nothing wrong with admitting, listen, I don't feel good. You have the right to take control of your life, and you do have the right to set those boundaries in place so that you can work towards the steps to get your life back into the swing of things and have a better outlook on life, and set a positive example for yourself and for everybody else around you. Also, I feel like even setting boundaries nowadays, which is really sad because I even expressed this on my channel a couple days ago, when it comes to people that always want to just nitpick and harass and badger, those are the people that you stay away from forever, period, because those people, 9 times out of 10, they're dangerous, and 2, they got bad intentions and they're up to no good, period. And I feel like those kinds of people, they pretty much are like the narcissists and the toxic people that when they see through people and they live through people, it's kind of like, do they have lives of their own? Do they have any hobbies? Do they have any interests? Do they have any goals that they want to set for themselves so that they can become better individuals and better people? And this is what I've been noticing too, when people feel like they're so entitled to every little freaking thing, they disregard everybody else's feelings and they don't care. So my thing is, you know what? What's the point of me telling you how I feel? What's the point of me communicating with you? What's the point of me saying, okay, well, you know what? Even if you did something wrong and I see that you're still not trying to meet me halfway, it's like, what's the point? So, like I said, I gotta keep it pushing. And like I said, I'm not going to feel shame or guilt for taking it upon myself to really get myself together back on track, because it's like some people are not worth a response. Some people are not worth to even curse out. I mean, if you guys stand for yourself by any means necessary, do what you gotta do. I'm not here to dictate to you how you handle people, because some people do. They have a tendency to really mess with the wrong people. What they say, they mess with the right one, and then they, like I said, they face the consequences. But like I said, you want to be able to really, in a healthy, positive direction, that you want to be able to take the steps to set boundaries, be clear with yourself what you want, what do you expect, and also don't be afraid to stand for yourself, and don't be afraid to really, like I said, take time for yourself. But with that being said, guys, that's all I had to say about it's okay to set boundaries. So please let me know down below your thoughts, your thoughts and your opinions, and please share your personal experiences, because I would love to hear what you guys have went through. What are the situations that you have experienced, and how did you handle it, and where are you now in your life? With that being said, guys, please do not be afraid to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. Please do not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Please do not be afraid to hit the notification button. As always, stay tuned on the next episode of Get Since 92, Dragon Ball Z Now a Reference. Peace, bye-bye. As always, your girl is asking out. The Super Saiyan is out.